can you start talking to me about your dry hop stuff?
Yeah. Right now, what we're doing in these beers is finishing fermentation. We'll drop pass through VDK, make sure that the beer is done. We don't have any diacetyl present. Drop down to 60 degrees overnight and harvest our yeast, and then drop down to 50, and then we drop dry hop there. We're dry hopping.
Oh, you're dry hopping all the way down at 50?
Yeah. We have
Oh, Billy Gerds. I love Bill so much.
Bill is somewhere right now.
Did he develop hives?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, man, change isn't easy. I'm not gonna lie. So, but yeah, okay. So you're dropping. You're doing the soft crash, right? And you're dropping down to 50. Okay, so you have dry hops, typically pounds per barrel. Dry hop. Are you staging it out? Is it all at once? What's happening there?
We've been all over the place with it. I've done 2-stage, 3-stage dry hopping.
I might suggest 4-stage. I'm just being difficult. Continue.
If you really like oxygen in your beers that much, I would go 4 or 5. Go crazy.
So, where do you settle with most of those now?
As far as
the number.
Yeah, I'm doing just a single charge right now.
Okay. Single charge, 50-degree F beer, with let's say the majority of beer out of the majority of the yeast out of the beer.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. And then contact time, are you rousing, circulating, anything like that?
We don't circulate, we do rouse. And playing around with these things, we found that 3 days typically is where we like the flavor the best.
Okay.
I think you can kind of you can develop some more, dank notes, some more onion, garlic, kind of green stuff after 3 days at 50. Every bone in my body wants to leave it in there for 7 days and get everything we can out of the very large dry hops that we do.
Sure.
It's it's cringy when you dump that stuff down the drain.
And it smells so good.
It smells great. Yeah. But yeah, we're right around 4 to 6 pounds per barrel on dry hop. So yeah, it's a pretty considerable amount of hops, but rouse typically once a day for 3 days, and then after day 3, we'll drop down to crash temp 32, 33 degrees and start dumping the cone.
What is just to jump back real quick for people that don't know, what is your rousing process look like?
We go right in through the dump, the bottom valve on the fermenter, and just rip CO2 at about 40 psi for about a minute, 30 seconds to a minute, and just kind of stir everything up in there. Usually we'll take a sample before and after at the sample port there, and if I'm clogging that thing up with bits of hops, I know we've really roused it well. So
sure. Janice was just saying in something a little bit more recent that I think they're pushing their dry hop all the way down to like 33 degrees. Yeah. And they had to get like new high flow CO2 regulators in, because they're just blasting this massive amount of CO2 through it.
And that's wild.
So yeah, man, there's still so much to learn about this, and that's interesting. So 3 days rouse, and then get those things off of there.
Yeah. And I think some of that too can be variety driven. Definitely with the Southern Hemisphere hops, I think shorter is better. I think 3 days max. Definitely with like Nelson or Motueka, Galaxy especially. Some of those hops from down there, the Revolution blend, some of the New Zealand stuff. Shorter is a little bit better for those. I would be way more comfortable leaving like a 100% Citra dry hop at 4, 5, 6 days. I don't think you're gonna. Okay. It's going to wander into anything that you're not going to like. But some of those varieties, you do need to be careful with the contact time.